Hello, and welcome to Crocheting with the Classics. Today we're going to be doing a quick tutorial for a Victorian quilt square that has these little puff stitches in it. And then on the next row you have to work into the back of the puff stitch. So we'll be looking at how to make the puff stitch and how to work into the back of it. And yes, my lap just barked. There's a daisy under the comforter. Anyway, so I'm using a much larger yarn for this than you should. And that's because it's a lot easier to see on this yarn as opposed to the lace weight yarn. Well, I should say super fine yarn that you're supposed to be using for the square. So I'll be making another one of these in the smaller one to give you a good idea of the example size to go with the pattern. But for now, we're using the big yarn and the 6mm hook. Alright, so for the puff stitches, what you're doing is a 5 double crochet puff stitch. So how that goes is you yarn over, and we're working in the back loops only on this pattern. So into the back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's our first, then yarn over, insert, yarn over. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 again. So you notice 4 loops on the hook, but I'm only going to pull through 2 of them. So there's my 2. So there's our 2 DC. Now yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I've got 4 loops on the hook and 3 DC. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So 5 loops on the hook, 4 double chains. And last one, yarn over, insert, yarn over, yarn over, pull through 2. Alright, so at this point we have 6 loops on the chain. Now I'm going to yarn over one more time and pull through all 6 loops. Like that. Now I'm going to push with the back of my finger underneath that, and that puffs this up, pushes it outward. And then, according to the pattern, we go in the back loops here, we single crochet, single crochet, single crochet. So you see how it tightens up the puff and makes it stick out like the others. Now I'm going to make another puff stitch. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2 again, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2 again, and one last time, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through all 6 loops, then puff up with your finger underneath, and then we just single crochet to the end of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And you can see on the back of the work, because we've been working in back loops only this whole time, we've got some ridges, but we've also got these little depressions where the puff stitches are. So For this part, the pattern says single chains in the back loops up to the puff, and then you work a double crochet into the back of the puff stitch. So let's get to the back of the puff stitch here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so to work into the back of the puff stitch. Now, the pattern says back loops only, but the back of the puff stitch is technically the front loop on this. So here's my little front loop. And what I'm going to do is yarn over and insert underneath that front loop. So here I've got it. There's my puff stitch and my loop, and I'm working into the back here, and I'm going to pull through and just do a standard double crochet there. Then I can just carry on as normal, or as normal as I get anyway. So into the back loops again. 1, 2, 3. Then on the next one, same as before, I go through, I find my little thing, I work my yarn under it, and remember, working in the back of the puff stitch is technically working the front stitch. So pull through and double crochet. Anyway, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for being with me this afternoon. You have a lovely day. Goodbye.